Hello, hello. Hello, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, folks. Good morning, good morning. I've turned the chat off so that we can't be interrupted today. But you will be able to comment below this video once it posts. Today I'll be using just a regular deck of cards. Just a regular deck of cards today. I like when the messages come in from Spirit clearly that I could be holding a can of sticks and get the same messages, but it's just different tools that I like to use just to change things up a little bit. Kind of makes it interesting, fun for me. So they've recalled, Fitbit recalls 1 million smartwatches, users burned by battery overheating. So if you have a Fitbit, some of them have been recalled. 1 million smartwatches used. Users burned by the battery overheating. Crazy. Good morning, good morning. Just waiting for some more people to come into the room. Today's readings are going to go a little bit out on a limb for you, meaning they're going to be a little bit more detailed. Each sign will be more detailed, more personable. So hopefully it will make sense. We got 2424. Loving it. Good job, you guys. Huh, 2 people left. Okay. Come back later. Just drinking my coffee. Oh, just drinking my coffee. Waiting for everybody to come in. Running a little late today, huh? It's already 20 after 12. 22 after 12. Jesus. Where'd the time go? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good afternoon. Or good evening. Alright, you guys. I'm just waiting a little bit longer. It's only been 3 minutes. Feels longer than that, right? But I want to wait till everybody gets a notification. People are getting them very late. YouTube really makes you fight for your notifications, for your protection, for your all kind of stuff. Yet TikTok makes it look so easy. You can block people, report people. People get taken off their channel real quick for messing up. But on YouTube, you can be abused and taunted and everything else. Hold on 1 second. Is that the lady? All right. So we have 2. It's pretty good. It's only been 4 minutes. We got 32. All right. Do what? It's a little too close, don't you think? All right. I better get a lot more views if I stood here and had my shirt open or wore something tight or jumped around or did something like these other people do. I can't do all that. I won't do that. Nope, can't do it. Won't do it. No, thank you. I don't know how some of these people go crazy. I don't know if they're popping pills or drinking or they're just freaking crazy. Not sure. There's enough weirdos out there who create a lot of problems for you. We know, right? We know. All right. So I'm going to get started because it's been 5 minutes. Usually that's between 5 and 8 minutes. Most people get their notifications. I guess it depends on different parts of the country. I don't know. I don't know what triggers how YouTube maybe so many notifications out per minute or per 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I also know that their system tends to delete, unsubscribe people if their name has a certain part of it or certain letters in it, or I don't know. The computer automatically generates and decides who they want to kick off. But every single creator I talked to said that every month they do lose some subscribers, and that's the YouTube system that they claim they're working on for the past 3 years now. And they're not working on it. They really don't care, because they figure we have a lot more creators coming in and we'll just keep replacing you. So YouTube really doesn't care about you. They don't. They'll take your content, they'll allow you to do your page, but if they lose you, they're not worried. They'll just get somebody else. It's sad. It's sad. You know, but that's what happens when you grow from a small company to a humongous company, and then you lose the values. You lose the reasons why you started in the first place. You stop caring, and all they worry about is the cha-ching, the cha-ching. That's it. It's sad. It's very sad. All right. All right, we're going to get started for today. It is Thursday. And as we're moving right along in this month. Alexa, I need your assistance. Alexa, today's date.
Today is Thursday, March 3rd. Did you know? I can help you discover your next favorite book. Just ask, what should I read next?
Okay. What should I read next, Alexa? What should I read next?
One moment while I find a selection of books for you. Here's a self-help book you might like. Authentically, uniquely you. Living free from comparison and the need to please. By Joyce Meyer. The Kindle ebook is $13.99. Try saying things like, here's a summary. Get ratings or next recommendation. Leave the experience at any time. Just say stop.
Alexa, cancel.
Bye.
So Joyce Myers has a book about no need for comparison. A self-help book. $13-something on e-Kindle. All right. So for today, anyway, Thursday, March 3rd, 2022. Sun, moon, and rising signs. So each sign, like I said, remember, no matter whose video you're watching, if you're watching somebody who's doing all the signs, if you're an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, Aquarius, listen to all of them. Even if they're not all your sun, moon, and rising, if they're not, listen to it. Take a note. Anything that's affiliated with you, the group of air, the group of fire, the group of water, the group of earth, listen to it. All right. I'm going to get myself into my meditative state here, like I always do. In order to begin reading for you, you'll notice that the live chat is off. That way, I don't have to worry about being interrupted when I'm listening to message from Spirit, when I'm trying to speak to you, when I was reading the comments and dealing with the harassment, the bullying from a certain person. Unknown, not speaking about it. But I will be on after this. Diana is up first for the sticks. If you're interested in getting your sticks reading today, I'm not doing questions. I'm not doing mini reads. I'm only going to offer sticks. Magic sticks are 3 sticks. 3 different messages from Spirit for you. No questions asked. Just listen, sit back, absorb the information, let it sink in, ponder about it, journal it, write it down, and it'll make sense. If you're interested in sticks, they are $33.33 via PayPal. I'll be coming on the live right after this, give or take 15 minutes after this, and then so I can take my girl outside for a walk, and then I'll come back on and we'll do the sticks. So get in line now so you don't have to wait. Sticks do take a little bit of time because some messages from sticks are very quick and short, not my control, and some messages from the sticks can be a little bit lengthy. So I never know. You'll never know because I never know what message is coming. Sometimes Spirit won't tell you exactly what you want to know because certain things you're going to have to figure out on your own. Certain things you still have to go through for part of your lesson. So they won't allow me to give you that either. I can't always give you the answer that you're wanting. I can't. I can't always answer the questions that you're wanting answered. I don't control that, okay? I don't control that. All right, let's get started. All right. Starting off with the sign of Aries, we're going to do fire signs first. So remember, Aries, Leo, Sag, any of those 3, listen to them all if you are a fire sign. Listen to them all. See if it makes sense, resonates. And if it doesn't right now, it may later on today. It may tomorrow morning. It's pretty much a 24-hour message, so it's current. For some of you, if I tell you something for your sign, and maybe today you don't see that result, or you don't see any signs of it, or it doesn't make any sense to you, be patient, because it will come. The delays, I don't control. What's going on in your life, what's going on in somebody else's life that's connected with you. Maybe things that are supposed to happen to you today won't happen for 3 days due to somebody else's energy around you, which is holding it up, so to speak. I'm not sure how a lot of people understand energy, understand why delays are put in place, understand why things don't always work out the way you want them to. Sometimes when things are a mess, you can't figure it out why you're going through something. First and foremost, God only picks the strongest warriors to handle the battles, the struggles, more so than somebody else. For a lot of you, try to connect to your words. What do you mean by that, Helen? What do you mean? Connect to your words. Words that you're expressing. Be mindful of what you're saying. For some of you living in the here and now, dealing with a certain situation, hitting that fight or flight mode, that survival mode. You know, there's that little part of the brain that tells you when there's trouble, or you need to fear, or you need to be afraid, or you need to worry, or you're in panic mode. There's a part of the brain that begins with an A, I forget the name of it, but it wants to help you to get through something. When you're hitting that anxiety or that panic attack moment, try to grab control of yourself for a second. Breathe. Get some oxygen to you, in through your nose and out through your mouth for a second. Take a look around, behind you, in front of you. Realize if you're safe, and then tell yourself, I'm safe. I'm okay. My mind is overthinking. I'm allowing a situation to control me. I'm allowing a situation to make me freak out. I'm allowing something that's triggered me, no matter what it is. It could be something somebody said. It could be a noise, a sound. It could be a situation. It could be a word. It could be somebody else's behaviors. When something triggers you, just remember, there's a reason for that reaction. Something that you've gone through in the past is being brought up, is stimulated in your brain, which reminds you that, wow, back then I was worried, I was scared. Breathe. Just breathe. Tell yourself that you're okay. All right. Starting off with the sign of Aries. We are on fire signs. Once again, fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. ALS. So Aries, your card comes up today. And mind you, this is not numerology. This isn't astrology. This isn't tarot. This is just me with a deck of cards. All right? So when I'm looking at the Four of Clubs, and again, just in case you didn't see it, when I'm looking at the Four of Clubs, Aries, sometimes you might feel like that fifth wheel. Today's energy speaks to me for you that sometimes you might feel like that black sheep in the family. You might feel like you don't blend in with the others, with your friends, at your job, everywhere you go. You might feel like you're always the one sticking out, or you're always the one who gets noticed, or you're always the one who gets called on. You're trying to sit there in a corner being really quiet, just looking around, and they're picking you. It's your energy. They're picking you. Aries, there's somebody who you've definitely caught their eye. Somebody who's definitely intrigued by you. It's almost like, when you might have first met this person, you didn't even really try to get their attention. It just kind of happened. So the reason I speak of that is because this is what's on your mind today. Someone is on your mind today. Someone has created challenges for you. They may have also put distance in between you and them. You might feel like you're kind of in a corner. You might feel punished. You might feel trapped. You might feel like you're in this box that you don't know how to get out of. Today's energy, Aries, with this card is telling me there's a whole big space in the middle. A free space, so to speak. There's a place where you can take your mind or yourself, where you can kind of get away from everybody, kind of do your own thing, kind of be in your own world for a minute. For some of you, it's like, you know what? I don't want to keep being called or asked or demanded. Or it's kind of like when your kids say, Mom, 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 Mom. It's like, I want to change my name. For some of you, it's like, I just need 5 minutes. So if you have to go into the bathroom and shut the door and lock it, put some cold water on your face and take 5 minutes, then that's what you need to do. Because your children are much safer if you take that minute. Your friends are much safer if you take that minute. Your partner's much safer if you take that minute. And actually, you're much safer if you take that minute. Don't allow the world's stresses or pressure to hold you back, to push you away, to discard you. Don't let someone choose to discard you. For some of you, Aries, you are in fact a treasure. A treasure that somebody felt that they were very lucky to find. But this person wasn't capable of protecting this treasure, holding on to this treasure, or preventing this treasure to fall apart. This person was not used to such a beautiful gift as yourself. However, this person now feels they're more equipped, they're more capable and able to handle this treasure with more care. Somebody's wanting another try. All right, Aries. Leo. Buttons. Leo. She must feel that I'm like really calm and relaxed. And then she hears my voice talking. And then she's snoring like crazy. All right. So, Leo, you have the King of Spades. Leo's, it's like you're determined to make somebody see something, accept something, realize something, pay attention to something. You're kind of almost like shouting, like, do you see me? Do you see me? It's almost like you're saying, I want somebody to see my changes. I want somebody to see my difference. I want somebody to see my new hair. I want somebody to see this outfit. I want somebody to see my fancy car. I want somebody to hear me coming down the street. Maybe you got your radio blasting. It's like I want other people to know that I love this song. Who cares? Who cares? Those people that you're driving past don't care what song you like. All they hear is really loud noise and they're wondering, what the hell? Can't they hear that? They're not even listening to the song. So you're wanting somebody to know, oh, this is my favorite song. I love this song. I want people to hear that I love this song. And yet, they can't even hear it. It's so loud they can't hear it. Did you ever notice, Leo, when somebody is talking to you and you're having a conversation or even an argument, a disagreement with somebody, and the words tend to get louder and they're louder and they're saying, well, I told you what I said and I told you where they went and I told you what I was doing. They're getting louder. When people talk louder to you, it becomes a match, a yelling match. Well, I said this. Well, you said that. And it's so loud that you don't listen anymore. You're not listening. You don't even hear them anymore. All you're doing is looking at their reactions. And you're watching their expressions. And you're only hearing half of what they're saying. You're hearing the parts that you want to hear. But when, Leo, you approach somebody and you start to talk like this, as you begin to say something to somebody, and they have to really listen because they can't hear you too well. So they're struggling. They turn their head usually to the side that they hear best with. And they're trying to hear every word you're saying. So when you tell somebody something, or you want them to really hear you, you want somebody to pay attention to what you're saying. If you bring it down to a tone that they're not used to, because that person is so used to you yelling or screaming, try it with your kids. Normally you yell, hey, stop that. Knock it off. Put that down. But you walk up to your kids and you go, I asked you to stop that. I asked you to put that down. Did I not just tell you that? They kind of look at you like, what? Ooh. Now they think you're acting crazy. Now they're paying attention to you. So if your kids ain't listening, start whispering to them. Say, come here. Did I not tell you? Did I not tell you to do that? They ain't going to know what to do. But if you sit here and say, didn't I tell you not to do that? When you do that, they expect that. They're used to that. You do that all the time. You want to catch their attention? You want to catch your partner's attention? You want to catch your coworker's attention? Listen, you'll have everybody in the office paying attention to what you're saying because people are nosy. Leos, people are nosy. And when they hear somebody whispering, they think they need to listen too. Like, what's going on over there? What are they whispering about? Is there a secret? Going to act like they're busy doing something, and they're just listening. So when you want the floor, when you want the attention, when you want somebody to pay attention to you, tone it down. Tone it down. So Leos, you're very adamant about something right now, very determined. It's almost like you're kind of grasping at straws, Leo. It's like there's so many choices. It's like, I don't know which one I want to try, but I'm just going to keep trying until I figure it out. For some of you, this could be about jobs. For some of you, this could be about relationships. For some of you, this could just be trying to get something to work for you. For some of you, you're trying to fix something on your computer, trying to figure out why it's not doing something that it usually should or would. It's like, I'm going to try this. Okay, then if that don't work, I'm going to try this. And then I'm going to try that. So you're coming up with all these ideas, Leo. And you have very creative ideas when you take your time. When you step back into yourself for a minute. When you become this irate, out of control, whiny individual or needing attention, and you're going about it the wrong way, you're not going to get what you want. It's not going to work out the way you planned. Leos, today, being Thursday, again, March 3rd, you're looking into next week, so to speak, into the future. You're not really focused on everything about today. You're more worried about, what am I going to do next month? There's something that's worrying you that's coming up, that's got you a little bit fearful, that's got you a little bit off-centered, off-kilter. You've got something that's pending. And with this situation, you feel like you have no control over it. For some of you, Leos, there's a communication problem, error. It's almost like your thoughts are all over the place. You're not focusing on the here and now. So instead of overwhelming yourself, because that's what I feel like, Leos are very overwhelmed right now. Take it smaller. Take it smaller. Shrink it down a little bit. Minimize your thoughts to right now, this very moment. All right? It's almost like I want to say, come over here. Sit with me. Come sit next to me. Be safe over here. Just sit next to me and just hang out for a minute. Know that I'm right here with you. You're not by yourself. You're not alone. Everything's going to be okay. We'll get through this together. So even though you're there and I'm here, when I say to you, come sit down next to me, you feel that, right? You can feel when I'm telling you, Leo. Come on. Just come on over here. Hang out. Everything's going to be okay. You just need to know that everything's going to be okay. And it is. And it is. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the 8 of clubs. Sagittarius, I know you're looking for that infinity. You're looking for that never ending. But at the same time, Saggies, you're just going around and around and around and around. And you're going over here, and then you're going back there. And then you're going back over here, and then you're going back there. So you're going back and forth with a thought, with a decision, to a location, But this back and forth is tiring you out. And the worst part about it is the results aren't changing. You keep trying. I'm not saying you're not trying. You're giving it everything you have. But nothing's changing. Sometimes when nothing changes, you need to be the change. You need to make the change. Sagittarians, instead of looking for the hole in the problem, instead of looking for the missing link, so to speak, you need to be that missing piece. You can fill the void that's within you. You can actually fill that. And when you take the time to make yourself happy, see, your brain doesn't make you happy. Your mind's not making you happy. Your thoughts, your energy, these are your choices. Just like when you woke up today. It's the day before Friday. So it's kind of like Friday Eve, right? It's the day before Friday. Some of you are really pushing to get through today. And tomorrow's going to be hard too. Tomorrow morning is going to be a tough one. Because you just want it here already. You just, you know what, you pushed all week to get through situation. You had to put your emotions and your feelings on the back burner so you could go to work, so you could do what you have to do. It's like you're just looking forward to that time that you're going to have the quietness for yourself. Where you're going to just be able to think. Where you're going to be able to just lounge around. Put on your sweats and just hang out. For some of you, it's like you're looking for that stamp of approval from somebody. You're looking for validation. Approval, somebody accepting you. But it's not about them accepting you. It's about you accepting yourself. Today's focus needs to be on you. Knowing that you're okay. You look great. You feel great. You're thinking clear. There's nothing wrong with you. Stop being so mean to yourself. Stop telling yourself that you need to change something about you to please somebody else. That's not true. That's not true. Because if that's the case, then that means you don't belong with that person. There's nothing wrong when you decide you want to change something for yourself, to make improvements for yourself, because you are the only person other than God that you need to please. So Sagittarians, come up with 8 reasons why you're not going to quit. Come up with 8 reasons why you're going to do better, why you're wanting to do better, why you're going to make that happen. What is the outcome you're looking for? So today, actually, I'm not going to give you any more answers. I want you to give me the answers. What are you hoping for? What are you going to make happen? What are your desires? What are your dreams? What do you even want for dinner tonight? So I'm putting all these other big questions out there. And just to ask you something simple, like what do you want for dinner? I bet you don't have an answer. But you're like, I got to think about that. Haven't spent enough time working on you. When you know you've spent enough time on you, you'll know it, because when I say, well, what do you want to have for dinner tonight? You'll be like, oh, pancakes. Oh, cheesesteak. Oh, Chinese food. You'll know. You'll know that now I've been giving myself the time that I need. For some of you, you're so busy pouring that time and energy out to other people, you don't even know how to accept the time and energy for yourself. It's like, wow, I'm not used to having time for me. If I could do anything I want to do tonight, what do I want to do? Gosh, where would I want to go? Start taking time out for you. That's your message for today. All right. That is the fire signs. We are on air signs. Gemini. So Gemini, you have the Jack of Spades, Gemini. So Gemini, who are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for to get going? What exactly needs to happen in order for you to get up and start doing it? Why, Geminis, are you putting something off and putting it off? Why are you creating your own delays? There's an opportunity sitting right in front of you, and if you don't get moving, you're going to miss it. For some of you Geminis, there's changes that you're wanting to make. Could be in work and career. But there's more changes that you want to make even within your home. For some of you, you're not even comfortable at home. It's like, oh, this couch isn't comfortable. That chair is not comfortable. My bed's not comfortable. Nothing feels comfortable. But yet, if you went outside and laid on the ground, you'd actually feel comfortable. Because inside, you're trapped with energy. The energy right now within your home feels a little bit overwhelming. Feels a little bit smoggy. The air feels heavy or thick. You know, it's funny, a lot of people think, well, let me open up the windows, well, let me air my place out, well, let me sage, let me do this, let me do that. Sometimes that's not it. Sometimes that's not it. Sometimes if you go in each room and you sit down and say a prayer, in each room, you're going to find that everything gets lighter. By the time you've gone into each room, the bathroom, the bedroom, the living room, the kitchen, the closets, I don't care. Say a prayer. And watch how things begin to lift, to change. Geminis. There is a man, a male energy. I believe it's a man. Could be just somebody with male energy, strong energy. But Gemini, this person, it's like they know when to expect you. Or they know when you're going to drive by. Or they know what time you get home from work. Or they know what time you go to this store. Or they know what your routine is for the day. Somebody knows where to find you. Somebody knows your schedule almost better than you. This person has their eyes on you. Now, this could be for some of you a person you've never met, and they're watching you. They want to get to know you. They're trying to make it like a coincidence and run into you. Or for some of you, this is an ex-partner of yours who's watching everywhere you go. It's somebody who's waiting to see if you're seeing someone. They're waiting to see if you're involved with somebody. They're waiting to see if you're going to a certain person's house. They're waiting to see if you gave up, I don't know, a hobby that you normally do. Somebody's watching. So you decide what you want them to see. And you decide what you don't want them to see. All right? Libra. All right, Libra. Libra. So Libra, you're kind of standing tall right now. You're kind of being confident. It's kind of like you know what's coming. There's something that you know that you're going to have to deal with. There's a situation. It could be your finances. It could be a job. It could be inquiring about a job. It could be going and applying for a job. It could be interviewing for a job. For some of you Libras, this could be about you might feel like you're not fitting in with something. Or you might be trying to figure out how you can fit in with something. There might be something that you're wanting to do, but you're not sure how to go about it. But it's like, I want to get back into it. I want to get back into the swing. I want to get back involved with that person. I want to get back into communication. For some of you Libras, that you might have been just too sensitive to something. You took something as if it was against you, and it was really for you. There's something with Libras that you wanted to be the victim so bad that you became that victim. You felt like everybody was against you. You felt like somebody wasn't for you. You felt like they weren't doing anything to help you. But in fact, it was quite the opposite. You think that 10 or 20 people know about this and only 2 people know about this. It's not what you think. You're avoiding somebody, or you're staying away, or you're isolating for nothing. You need to stop this foolishness. For some of you Libras, you can really act like a child sometimes. You can really act like a little kid that didn't get your way. For some of you Libras, you kind of question or wonder why this has happened, or why that's happened, or why they're not talking to you, or why they're not hanging out with you, or why they don't want to be around you. No, it's you. You are doing that. People actually enjoy you. People actually want to talk to you. They want to be in your circle. But you're keeping yourself from it. Because you're never truly trusting somebody, because you can't trust yourself. I don't know who the hell needed that. All right. Aquarius, 7 of clubs. Aquarius, 7 of clubs. Aquarians, listen, it ain't over. This hangman, because that's what I think of. When I see a 7, I think of the hangman. So you might feel like somebody just hung you out to dry. You might feel like this person is just hanging around. They're off in a distance, or you know they're there, or they text you a little bit, or they text you, they gaslight you, and then they disappear, they ghost you, then they come back. This person is back and forth with this situation. This person's inconsistent. Very inconsistent. This person drives you crazy. This person can't make up their mind. One minute it's this, the next minute it's that. It's like, you know what? I just can't. And that's kind of like what I hear you saying, like, I just can't. Aquarius. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You ever hear that? Right? Don't do that. Don't bank on something. Make sure you set up your plan B, even a C if you want to. And if you're an overthinker, if you got OCD like me, you'll be A, B, C, D, E, F, G shit. You'll have all kind of backups. Aquarians, there might be you and 2 other family members that are trying to come up with an idea, a plan, figure something out. For some of you, this could be you and somebody else trying to come up with a particular routine, a plan. It's almost like scheduling each other for, like, you take this shift and you take that shift, or you do the laundry and I'll take care of the grocery shopping, and then we'll both do the cleaning. And then it's like you're sorting things through. You and family are sorting something through. For some of you, this could be your partner. Well, I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so you do the trash, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'll take care of the something else. And it's like you're organizing something. You're making a plan to make things run smoother. You're trying to get your routine down so it's much easier. For some of you, your work schedule has changed, or your sleep schedule has changed. Things are interfering with your normal routines, and you're really out of sort right now, or you're really out of balance right now. But Aquarians, things are going to start falling back into place, and actually this new routine that you're going to come up with is going to be a much easier routine, and it's going to be better on your body. Some of you aren't getting enough sleep. It's important. When you sleep is when you can burn weight, burn calories. When you sleep is when your mind gets to heal, your body gets to rest. Your blood cells regenerate. Your breathing gets more under control. Because when you're restless or you're anxious and your breathing is not deep, Because when you get anxious or nervous, you shallow breathe. You shallow breathe. And that's what causes panic attacks, anxiety attacks, because you're breathing. When you get that deep breathing in, like that meditative breathing, it's so healing. Oxygen in your body heals. Blood carries oxygen. The circulation improves. Then the oxygen level improves. Then your thinking improves. Your cognitive skills get sharper. So there's a whole big benefit to make sure you take time. I feel like there's a hair on me. Make sure you take time to relax, to rest. Water signs, Cancer. 9 of Diamonds. Cancer signs with the 9 of Diamonds, either you're near water today or you're wanting to go near water today or you're crossing over water today. Maybe you're driving over a bridge that goes over water today. For some of you, it's about a seatbelt issue. You're having trouble with a seatbelt issue, or you're stuck in a seatbelt, or there's something about it right here about the neck. It's just bothering you. Do not drive without it. Not on that highway. For some of you, Cancerians, this 9 of Diamonds, you have a point to make about something. You have a point, and a very good, valid point. You're going to give somebody your opinion today. You're going to voice this. You're going to express something, and you're going to let them know why you believe in what you're saying. For some of you Cancerians, today is going to be a day of a little bit of combat, meaning that you're going to go back and forth with something or someone on a particular topic. You also may be counting money today, or dealing with finances today, or paying off some bills today. For some of you Cancerians, expect something in the mail today that's going to be a little bit like, oh no, like you're afraid to open it. I don't know what it is, but something comes and you're kind of like, oh, should I open this? Oh, I wonder what's in there. It's not as bad as you think, so just open it. Unexpected phone call comes for you today, Cancer. Pisces. Pisces, King of Hearts. Finally, communication gets opened up. Somebody's going to reach out. Somebody's going to talk to you. Somebody loves you. For some of you Pisces, they ain't changing and you ain't changing. Accept it. For some of you Pisces, somebody's going to show you they're wearing the heart on their sleeve. For some of you Pisces, somebody might say to you that something's not getting through. Or somebody's going to feel that either you're being stubborn or they're being stubborn. Something for Pisces today, the person that you're dealing with is going to be like, didn't you hear what I said? It went in one ear and out the other. For some of you Pisces, you're really quick to self-sabotage. It's so much easier, isn't it, to run and to get out of it and to face it, to explore those feelings. So much easier to just shut the door, not answer the phone. Pisces, you deserve to feel. You deserve to feel. And it's okay to feel something. It's okay not to feel something. If you don't find out, curiosity is what killed the cat. Satisfaction is what brought it back. Now, don't be such a scaredy cat. Stop being afraid of your own shadow. You don't want to hear somebody. You don't want to hear somebody tell you how they feel. Hear their opinion. It's like, I don't care about your opinion. I don't care what you think. Yes, you do. Yes, the fuck you do. You just don't want to hear it because it's something you already know. It's something you've already told yourself, but you're not following it, or you're not believing it, or you didn't do anything about it. So now if they tell you, that's a confirmation, and you're not trying to confirm it. It's like, I already know. I know you know. But what'd you do about it? Nothing. So now if they bring it up to you, then you got to do something about it. You're like, well, I'll do it when I'm good and ready. It may not be on your time. God might step in and decide, you know what, I'm ready now for you to do it. Like it or not, you're going to do it now. So before that tower moment hits, I suggest you reach out, open up, take the call, open the door, walk in, explore your feelings. Just let it flow. Trust the process. That's it, Pisces. Scorpios. Ooh, Scorpio. Scorpio, either you're disappointed or you're disappointing somebody. I don't know. Oh, my legs on this couch. Either you're disappointed or you're disappointing somebody. You know, they know what they've done or you know what you've done. Today, Scorpios, maybe tomorrow for many of you, but some of you today, but mostly for tomorrow, unless you're living somewhere where today is already tomorrow. Anyway, if that's the case, today, tomorrow, just going to say it like that, today, tomorrow, somebody wants to talk. Somebody's coming toward you. Somebody's going to reach out. But somebody's hiding something. Listen to me. Come closer. Somebody's hiding something. And they don't want you to know. That's what it means when they hide something, right? So somebody's got a secret. Somebody's doing something that they know you would not approve of. That they know you'd give them a hard time about. That they know you'd throw it in their face. But you're going to find out. Because whatever goes on in the dark always comes out in the light. Now, Scorpios, listen clearly. Now, whether you are the Scorpio or you're cross-watching, because you want to know what that Scorpio is going to do. Sneaky, aren't you? But I'm going to tell you, Scorpio, you've been there and you've done that. You've been with this person. They got you wrapped around their little finger. They can get anything that they want from you. They know how to trigger you to piss you off, get you really mad. Ooh, they can get you mad, can't they, Scorpio? They can get you so mad or so riled up. They can get you jealous. They know how to get you jealous. They know how to get you to take care of them, to feel bad for them. They know how to get you to change your tone, the way you talk, and start talking all kind of cute to them. They know. They know how to get you to do that too. They know how to get you to walk sexy. They know how to get you to want to be intimate. They know how to get you to want to spend money. They know how to get you to want to go out. They know how to get you, period. Now, Scorpios, you know how hard you try to keep your boundary. You know how important it is to try to follow what you planned on doing. A lot of you Scorpios, you start out with, okay, when they get here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to say this to them. And the minute they get here, all that plan's out the window. You spent days figuring out what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to act. You figured it all out for days. The minute they show up, all that shit's out the window, and now you're just out on the whim, and you're just like, you're like hot butter in a frying pan. Hot butter in a frying pan. You're just melting all over the place. I get it. But today, Scorpio, or tomorrow, like I said, today, tomorrow, whichever is for you, but it's for tomorrow too. If you want them, you cannot be so available. Or when they come back, you can't make life so simple for them. You can't make it too easy. If they feel they have nothing to do, if they feel they have no way to impress you by either fixing something, doing something, handling something, protecting something, guarding something, doing what they do, and you take all their jobs from them, then they feel like they have no purpose. They're not needed. So you have to create them to feel needed. All right? Okay, you can go back and sit down now. Okay. Good. All right. So Scorpio, expect communication. Today or tomorrow. Tomorrow, today. Today, tomorrow. Whichever it is for you. All right. Last but not least, we're on Earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. If you just came into the room, thank you for coming into H&G Spirit Messages. Please like, share, and subscribe. YouTube contacted me and told me that 25% of the people who watch my videos on a daily basis are not subscribers. Why wouldn't you subscribe? It doesn't cost anything. Then you can get my notifications. You'll know when I'm on. Not to mention, you can also join in my membership. Join us on Zoom this weekend. We're going to have fun. All right. Again, Earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorns, you have the 3 of clubs. 3. So for some of you, you're in a third-party situation. For some of you, this third-party situation doesn't have to be a person, but it can mean that somebody's really overworking. Somebody's putting a whole bunch of overtime in. Somebody's not even taking a whole lot of time to shower, shave, and whatever. And they're just pushing. Somebody's got just money on their mind. Somebody feels like happiness is just... Sorry, I want to make sure Buttons wasn't licking her paws. Some of them just want to feel that happiness is just being rich, having a lot of money. Yeah, it helps, but it's not. Listen, like I said before, Virgo Vicky, you know, like I said before, I ain't never seen a hearse go behind a U-Haul truck, or having the U-Haul truck go behind the hearse to take all that money with them. You can't take it. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, you're pairing up with somebody who's just like you. So somebody else who's also a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. You're trying to make something fit that's not really wedging together too well. It's kind of like you're both at corners. You can meet here at the corner, like this. You can meet at the corner, but you're not blending. It's like, you know how when you paint a wall, and there's 2 different colors. Let me show you. So you see the wall, and there's 2 different colors, right? So there's a baseboard there in between that chair rail, or whatever you want to call it. It separates the 2 colors. So what I'm trying to say is, you're 2 different people, 2 different colors. And I don't mean colors as in black, white, blah, blah, blah. I don't mean that. Don't go there with me. What I'm talking about is, you're from 2 different places. 2 different time frames, 2 different backgrounds as far as we lived uptown, we lived downtown. We had money, you didn't have money. We have a big family, you're an only child. So you see, there's differences. So you can meet here at this corner and still be uniquely you, each one of you. But you can't blend it together because it's like oil and water, it's not mixing. Something's not mixing. So for some of you, you're going to have to agree to just be friends. Now, some of you might want the friends with benefits. Okay, that's what you decide. But that's going to keep you from finding a real partner, a forever partner, because you're going to be tied up with this friends with benefits. You're not going to want more. You're not going to look for more. You're just going to settle right there. Before you know it, you're going to be my age and older. And you're still going to have nothing, like me. You don't want to do that. Don't settle. Capricorn. You're overdue for something. Overdue for a paycheck. Overdue for a bonus. Overdue for a raise. overdue for the truth, for somebody to finally set your mind free, giving you the answers that you've longed for. All you ever wanted to know is that it wasn't you, that it really had nothing to do with you, that it wasn't because you weren't good enough, it was because they were the asshole. All right? Taurus. Well, Taurus, who's the joke on? Taurus, the joke is on somebody. The joke's on somebody here, Taurus. Because you have the Joker here, so somebody's either trying to pull the wool over your eyes, somebody's trying to fool you, somebody may be trying to manipulate you, somebody may be saying things to make you feel guilty for shit they didn't do. Be careful. Be really careful. I'm going to also tell you, Taurus, that you know what? There is a boundary here that was set either by you or by them, but somebody crossed over it. Listen, they got this bike, they rode right over it. They rode right over that boundary. It's like, I didn't see that boundary. What boundary? So either you didn't enforce that boundary or they didn't. I'm not sure. Taurus, for some of you, somebody took their shit and they left. Packed it up and left. Somebody decided they're getting out of Dodge. For some of you, and I don't know why I hear the number 808, 808. So it's either August 8th. I don't know if August 8th means anybody out there, any Taurus. Are you dealing with a Leo? Is there something about August 8th or the number 88, 1988 maybe? Does any of that make sense? There's something to do with that. There's also something to do with the number 6 and the number 3. 6 and 3. Maybe somebody was born in 63. Maybe you have 2 children that are 3 and 6 years old. I don't know what that's all about. But I got 808, 6, 3, 63. Maybe it was on your parents' years of birth. Maybe the 8 was the month that somebody was born. I don't know what's going on here, Taurus, but there's a big message for you. It looks like I might have to do a special video for Tauruses, because there's obviously spirit that's wanting to connect with you. Somebody's talking about a train and a railroad. Perhaps somebody worked on a train. Maybe they were a conductor. Or somebody who took a train. Maybe somebody took a train back and forth to work every day. Please, if any of this is making sense or resonates, please, when this video posts, comment down below so I can find out what the hell is going on with Taurus, with the number 8, with the number 808, with the number 6, with the number 3. If all that makes sense. Something about a train. Somebody who wore a baseball cap. Some kind of hat. I don't know. All right, so Taurus, you're going somewhere. You're planning to go somewhere. You might be driving right now while you're listening to me, but there's definitely a destination that you're trying to reach today. There's a place or a person that you're wanting to make contact with today, and it's going to happen. The results are going to be in your favor, whatever that's about. Virgo, you have the Jack of Clubs. So Virgo, with the Jack of Clubs, it's like somebody let you off the hook or you let somebody else off the hook. You decided that you're not fighting anymore. You decided that, you know what, I'm just done with it. You're feeling like it's not worth it. I'm exhausted. It's taking more energy than I have. For some of you, you're wanting to look deep into somebody's eyes. You want to ask them something and see if they're going to tell you the truth. You're going to stare into their eyes, trying to get the truth from them. For some of you Virgos, it's kind of like you're just sitting back and watching. You might be watching this one run here, this one go there, this one do this, this one. I don't know if you're in a public place. I don't know if you're at a park. I don't know if you're in your own house and there's just a lot of people, and you're just sitting there observing. That's what I want to say. You're observing. You're watching everything going on. You're not missing any details. For some of you, Virgos, this is more going to be about looking or appreciating what somebody's done, what somebody brings you, what somebody's given you. It's almost like you can expect a gift today. Somebody's going to just hand you something. Say, here it is. I got it for you. There's a blessing for you today. There's communication. There's text or phone calls. There might be appointments that have to be met today. Something that you were going to put off, something that you wasn't going to do, you might change your mind and decide, yeah, you know what, I'm going to go do it. I'm just going to do it. I just want to go. So whatever it is, you're going to change your mind. You might go somewhere today. You might decide, you know, I can do that. I'm just going to go. Or maybe it's tomorrow, because I've been doing today and tomorrow a lot here. So it might be Virgos. It could be for Friday. You could be deciding that, you know what, I'm not going to go. I am going to go. I am going to go. I'm not going to go. I think you're going to go. I think you're going to be like, yep, I'm going to go. But Virgos, it's like, you know, you're wanting to make somebody laugh. You're wanting to make somebody smile. You're wanting to make somebody happy. You're really wanting to tell somebody how much you care. But you're not sure how to do it. It's like, I don't want to get all gooey and mushy, but I want to tell you that I really do care about you. Virgo's got a heavy heart today. I could feel the pressure here. Something's weighing heavy on your heart. Something you have a passion about. Something you may feel deeply invested in. Whatever that is, or whoever that is. I feel like they're thinking of you too. And that's why it feels so heavy. For somebody, it also could be somebody who's passed on. And it could feel like you're really missing that person today. I don't know what this special day is for today. For some of you, again, it is March 3rd. It's Thursday. But there's something that's going to make you just kind of appreciate where you are now. How far you've come. The struggle was real that you've been through. But you're at a place now where you can exhale. Now, you might not be at your final destination or where your dreams are taking you, but where you are, you're okay right now. So if you're watching me, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or if you are a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, remember, know that you're okay. Know that it doesn't mean you're quitting. It doesn't mean you're settling. It just means for the moment right now, I'm okay where I'm at. It's not the best place, but it's not the worst place. I'm really okay right now. I deserve a break today. I'm going to take that break. And tomorrow I'm going to face something different. But for today, I'm just going to appreciate what I have. I'm not going to focus on what I don't have. I'm just going to enjoy this moment. So that's where I see Virgos for today. So I hope you all enjoyed this daily. This is the very first time I've ever done it without any live chat. I'm not used to that. I'd rather see your comments. I'd rather see your faces on your pictures. I'd rather see that you're here with me. I know you're there, and I can see the count, so I know somebody's there. But it's not the same. And I think you'll probably voice that down in the comments below. It's not the same. Due to yesterday's event, which is very disrespectful, which is not the way to get the attention that they're wanting to get. They're wanting the approval. They're wanting the acceptance. They're wanting the forgiveness. But by doing things like that, they'll never get it from me. Never. Never. Now, if they learn to act right and be nice, no problem. But until then, nope, not happening. So like I said, I have YouTube on standby. So when I do allow the live chat to go on later to do the sticks offer for 3333, I will have the live chat on, but I also will have to notify YouTube first before I go live. Because once YouTube sees this person doing what they were doing yesterday, they are then going to be able to take legal action. And this will not settle easy. This will not settle easy. I promise you this won't settle easy. So, with that being said, we're going to keep our energy positive today. We're going to pray that that person realizes that what they did was wrong. They, too, give messages. So I don't understand why they throw the Bible and the verses and all that stuff at me when they do the same thing. The only difference is they do it with their cards. I do it with a natural gift. A gift I didn't ask for. I was just born with it. I didn't always use it, but I've chosen to make this my livelihood. I've chosen not to go to work and do other shit for other people. I chose to work from home and do this for my job because I enjoy doing it so much. So why not get paid for something I enjoy doing? Maybe if there's ever a blessing that I get a beautiful windfall, I wouldn't have to charge. I could just do it for free all the time because that's truly how it should be. But because I'm choosing this for my career, this is why I charge. So, with that being said, I love you all. Thank you for joining H&G Spirit Messages. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Please hit the like button. Please comment down below on the messages that you received today. Remember what I said, depending what element you fall under, air, fire, water, or earth, watch all of them for that particular element so you can get a complete message. Then watch your sun, moon, and rising. All right, you guys. See you soon.